Welcome back to Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex, with me, Matthew Caddis, a.k.a. Poogie. So, we'll look at, well, the third boss in the game. I'm sorry I called it the second boss, but yes, the third boss in the game. And this is Pyro. Yeah, seriously, they don't do well for naming each of the elemental masks, but never mind. As his name suggests, this one represents fire. And this is an interesting boss fight because the way we fight him is kind of like a chase level. You will hurl should I say crunch under Pyro's power, will hurl rocks at us, and then what we want to do is get into this mech, which actually moves a lot quicker than some others, and basically use the water on it to actually damage Crunch. So yeah, let's say. So yeah, very interesting. It is half chase level, but then you chase him. So yeah, I like this. I certainly like the look of this anyway, better than Pyro's boss fight. So yeah, and this mech will come into play quite a bit. Apparently, Aku apparently now acts as a fire shield. If anything, I do think it reminds me a bit of the King Boom Boom boss fight from Sonic Adventure 2 in a way, because of the way we have to chase him, he chases us and then we have to chase him. So yeah, in a way. So yeah, not a bad boss fight. And to be fair, if only Wawa didn't give me such a headache, then I probably would have ended up recording this instead, but there you go. Other than that, yeah, or if you could actually take Aku masks into a boss fight like you could in the Naughty Dog games, so yeah. Anyway, he's down. And, yeah, so what about the next war room? Oh, before I go on, we actually get the Death Tornado spin for beating Pyro and Crunch. So, yeah. So, I will see you in the next level then. Place we will go to is this area, the third war room, which seems to have an ice-themed thing. So, yeah. Crash Asteroids. Also, I got the level name wrong before. The one I was doing wasn't called Avalanche, this is this level. And it's played with Coco, believe it or not. Yep, this one is played again with Coco. I don't know why they tried to put Coco. I guess they tried to make her playable. As I say, she moves a bit faster in the PS2 version. I already said that back in, I think, episode 6, actually. So yeah, the other one was called Eskimo Roll, the atmosphere level. So yeah, the beginning it looks very, very similar to Arctic Antics in a way. There are still these annoying penguins and the skiing Cortex minions. And of course, because Coco cannot spin, at least not until the Insane Trilogy, it means it is very hard for her to take them out. Seriously. Also, I do like the look of those cable cars flying by. I'm guessing the Cortex minions do get a sort of help there with the thing. And be careful, of course, there are still TNT boxes and some very, very perilous platforming here. Strangely enough, they put apparently Traveler's Tales decided to put the bonus platform right here. So, what does this bonus entail? Well, quite a lot of explosives. No, seriously. That's been given, I suppose. And ice physics, yeah, this had to come in. I did say it was worse than Crash 2, and it is for me. So, yeah. Does Coco still get the slide? I don't think so, from the looks of things. Oh well. I wonder what then her replacement is for the Death Tornado speed. Because she only gets a small kick sort of animation in rather than Cortex. So I don't know, man. For all honesty, I'm not sure if she can tiptoe like her brother Crash can. So yeah. Also, I do find it rather funny that the game keeps adding one-ups, even though when you get 99, you don't necessarily have any lives, but it still adds some to it, which is kind of funny, to be honest. So yeah. Okay, she can still do the body slam. In fact, it is very similar. So this adds up to my theory that Vicarious Visions did look somewhat to dare I say, to Wrath of Cortex. Coco's moves, minus of course her rather slowish kick animation instead they decided to give her a spin animation. And now we get a snowboarding segment. So yeah. And apparently you have to avoid the gigantic avalanche that's chasing you. Yeah, didn't we have to, in an earlier level, escape a giant tidal wave, and we could stop it by closing a door? Yeah, I wonder what the thing is to stop a gigantic avalanche then. Yeah, I don't think I'd be good at this. This would probably be worse than my run on going back to the Sonic Adventure series, something like well, either Ice Cap in Sonic Adventure or indeed Sand Hill, also in Sonic Adventure. So yeah, yeah, and apparently the avalanche just stopped. Yeah, that's weird. And apparently you get a gem for going through all the flags or the checkpoints. So no, I can't call them checkpoints. So through all the flags then. So yeah, not bad though. So what's next? Well, we have another robotic level here by the name of Droid Void. Oh yes, Droid Void. And it sees the return of that mecha we saw earlier in dare I say in well, in the fight against Pyro. So yeah. So indeed, let's have a look at this. Yeah, it does have a similar sort of vibe to the I guess a cross between the generator room from Crash 1 and the space levels from Crash 2, sorry. So yeah, and also the sewer and everything levels as well. You did see there the Death Tornado spin both after the it works pretty well, I think, from what I've seen. One thing that is different is that you may well see, I don't know if Crash can do it on the thing, which is a huge departure from Crash 3, because while I was hanging out, he couldn't not use the Death Tornado spin while he was hanging around, so yeah. Crash does move a bit slower here, apparently. Yeah, here's the thing, I'm afraid. He does move slower. Yes. But never mind. And what else can I say? Also now apparently the upper things are now electrified, so that can be annoying. Yeah. They will start sparking, and that is your cue to jump down, basically. So yeah. So it is interesting. Certainly, I can't say this game is not without. It isn't trying to be different. It is also still trying to be a safe version of the Crash games. So it is trying to be ambitious. I will give it that. What with the atmosphere levels and this and various mashups of gameplay styles from other Crash games, but I don't know, man. Some of them just feel a bit forced. And of course, I did mention the enemies being demoted, especially in the previous episode when I went to Eskimo Roll. So yeah. And what can I say? This introduces a mechanic in the bonus stages that was not seen, I think, since Crash 1. The bouncing metal boxes. So yeah. Okay, dude. Okay, fine. Don't need to do the slender-looking tiptoe animation here, Crash. Well, so be it. Let's go over and indeed, let's see what's beyond here. Yeah, there are also these poison spewing things that should hurt Crash, but apparently they're just scenery. Oh well, so be it. So let's go over here, and we will get to use the mech once again. So, does it still work as well as in the Pyro boss fight? As well as you think, I guess. It does not now have the water cannon now. It has, I guess, the Wumpa Fruit Bazooka. Yes, apparently, whoever designed this thing, I'm going to say either Cortex or Engine, decided to put the Wumpa Fruit Bazooka on this thing, not knowing that their, on this Cortex in case, is previously Bio Soldier for his army. Now Insane Bandicoot will be piloting it. Oh, there you go. So, yeah. Also, as for the Cortex minions, they will shoot you with their lasers. Not too bad, really. As I say, robots, mostly mildly annoying from what I see here, but I don't know. You will get later on in the game some bits where the thing will have to do some very tight jumping with the mech, and apparently you cannot shoot metal boxes. I don't know if that was the case with the in Crash 3 with the Wumpa Fruit Bazooka. I think that was the same. So yeah, Bazooka works just as well, I guess, as the Wumpa Fruit Bazooka. Its aiming, it doesn't look as good though, if you ask me, but it's just me, and the raw distances on it, oh boy. Yeah. Again, in the early 2000s, 2001 was released as the Random Cortex, so yeah. And thankfully, it being like the Wumpa Fruit Bazooka, you can easily get rid of nitros. So no longer will you have to worry about that. So yeah, and apparently there's a gem platform there. Yes, well, where does... Let's see the gem route here then. Indeed. Those look very familiar. Another thing of note, unlike with Josh Rancel, apparently they did not change the music for the gem routes and death routes, which is very different to the way they did the other games. Seriously, it just plays the regular level music, which I guess is okay, but I don't know. I always enjoyed listening to, especially to Crash 3's death route music, for example. That was fun. Seriously. Anyway, that being said, let's go this way. Anything else? Well, no, why not? Apparently there are 3 Aku masks. It does actually play its own music of the 3 Aku masks. It isn't as good as the sort of music that we got earlier, so yeah. Well, apparently do the old trick of dying in the stage, and it will take you back to the next checkpoint because you keep thankfully, the gem you pick up, so that ain't too bad. So, yeah, apparently jumping on them with the mech is not a good thing. Well, seemingly the jump arc though is pretty good. I mean, I do complain with these sort of heavy sort of things when the jump does not work at all on some of them. I'm glad this is not the case with Wrath of Cortex. So, we will explore more of the third warp. Actually, I think it's the fourth warp room. Yeah, it's the fourth warp room, so I will see you on the next episode. Goodbye!